goodness, it's rain-free now. My God. My day is coming to an end. I have about 15 more minutes of running around to do. Maybe 20, and then I guess I sit down and sit down and watch the races from tonight. Excited to watch No Free Lunch and Northern Blizzard race. Also, we have Muscle Chrome is in, and darn it, I'm forgetting one horse. Northern Blizzard, Muscle Chrome, No Free Lunch. Forgetting one horse. Sorry. Anyway, I'm going to get through the barns real quick. Now, I will be honest. I haven't updated this list. It took me half an hour to do it last time, and there's a lot of horses moved around in the last week, and there may be some more moved around very soon. So we're going to start with the smaller barns. The smaller barns, and Tim's barn is far from small now. But Richard has Brave World. He's coming off 2 wins. Looked very good in his last start. I think he'll be in to go at Mohawk. I said that last week, and he went back and won at Georgian. So I don't know where he is in this week, but he'll be in, and he is very sharp coming into his next start. Then we have Angie with Maintenance Man. Now, I am toying with the idea of sending a couple of horses out to Angie. Additionally, Rooney Blue Chip being one, as I've just had enough of not being able to race this horse. And in this case, there's nobody to blame, because it's not like we had horses in that class and they didn't take Rooney Blue Chip. It's not their fault. He just didn't get in fair and square. It's unfortunate, but I think it's worth noting that we need to take a look around and see if there's places he can race, and it looks like Illinois is one of them. So that's an idea I'm toying with right now. There's a couple other horses that may be headed there also, but for now, Angie just has Maintenance Man. I assume he's racing tonight. I haven't talked to Angie in a couple of days, but she was trying to get him in the condition claimer or a straight claimer. Either way, he should be racing tonight. Brandon Bates has Beach Bum BB, a little bit of a rough trip according to the line. I didn't see the race the other night, but according to the line, ended up parked to the quarter, used up, only went 1:55. Coming off 1:53 the week before, I was a little surprised, but I haven't talked to Brandon. He's about as easy to get a hold of as Justin Trudeau. So I'm sure I'll track down Brandon. We'll text back and forth, and I'll send him a message tonight asking him where is Beach going next. I assume the same class, unless maybe she was a little bit sick the other day. Then we have Jeff Byron now has 2 horses for us. Arctic Force, who finished 8th the other day, but you can't take him back to last and expect him to make gains into 1:53.27 on the end of it. And that's what took place this week with Arctic Force. Got away 8th. They went 15 apiece. He paced 52. I thought standalone, his mile was good, but he needs to do more. And getting away 8th with him is going to ensure you finish 8th unless they walk in front of you. So overall, I was pretty well happy with Arctic Force's mile. Just not very happy with the result, I suppose. And the other horse Jeff has for us now is obviously Bottle of Red. Bottle of Red has been racing good, continues to race good, coming off 1:54. Jeff told me he thought she was in a good spot in that class, so we'll see how she does this particular week. Then we go to Jared Bothwell has at least 3 horses for us right now. Canadian Titan, we sent her up there because she was a little pinchy on that left front. He swam her for 3 days, jogged her a couple of days, said she's sound. He's going to train her and put her in to go next week, I believe, is the plan with her. I think that's a good spot for her until we get her all cleaned up. She's got some little aches and pains and spots that need addressed, and I think the best way to do that in this particular instance is racing her to the pool. So Jared's a great horseman, good trainer, does a great job. I think that she'll do well for Jared up at First Line Training Center. Then he also has Holy Chick and Keystone Raven. Keystone Raven's last week of swimming is this week. Another week or 2 for Holy Chick, and both of them will start back jogging. Hopefully, might have them ready for the fall, later in the fall. So that's all. No, it's not all the smaller barns. We have Tim. What the hell am I talking about? Tim has a full armada of our horses now. Now, Forged in Fire, I believe, will be exiting the stable this week. We're going to put him in that dispersal sale I've been talking about throughout today's videos. So, in case you didn't understand completely, next Wednesday there's going to be a sale take place online And I think 8 or 10 of our horses are going to be going on that sale. Now, for the most part, many of those horses, we will be required to get a certain amount of money for them. This isn't a fire sale. Having said that, I think the expectations are low enough for a number of these horses where virtually all of them should sell at anywhere near fair market value, and they'll be going out the door. And that's not that I have an issue with Fortune Fire, other than he's in the wrong place at the wrong time. His time would have been March and April. Place is the right place. Time is the wrong time. And 56 in a condition claimer at the Meadows is far too much for him. He simply can't do any more than he's doing. I'll Play It Alone almost found himself onto this list, but he actually surprised me the other day with how well he behaved and what he actually did in the mile. You guys didn't get to see it. If you watch the video coming into the backstretch, he got out of gear and really spotted them another 4 lengths. So he was a good probably 17 or 18 lengths off, heading towards the 3/4 pole. Shot up the inside and then got run into a dead cover again down the lane. I kind of squeezed him through the middle, and he ended up a real good 4th. And as I said to one of our clients about the horse, one of my partners on him, probably, honestly, the best mile he's ever gone in his life, by my calculations. Not the most, he didn't get paid the most. And it wasn't, it may not even been the fastest, I don't know. But I know that as far as behavior, intelligence, and speed are concerned, the entire package of the race the other day, I thought I'll Play It Alone was very, very good. I was happy, excited to see what he does next time out. Stonebridge Simba's been racing good. Tim has him firing on all cylinders. He looks great. Sunshine's Finest, first start, 10-hole, didn't get away great. Another horse, get away at the back, you're going to finish at the back, and that's exactly what happened with Sunshine's Finest. Harness AM was second, and as good as she could have been the other day. The 3 to 5 favorite got away in front of me. I let her go pretty easy. 28-3, half in a minute. That's pretty much a nail in the coffin right there. The last nail in the coffin was a half in a minute. The horse on the front trot the last half in 57 seconds, and I was second. Harness AM raced well. Path of Totality made a break on Tuesday. Went to the Meadows. I was on my way at 7 o'clock in the morning. When it happened, it was 7:30 when I got a flat on the highway to the Meadows. I ended up rushing over, getting the tire changed, getting to the Meadows just in time to see her make a break. I was so deflated and angry, but at the same time, there's nothing I can do. So Path of Totality will qualify next week at the Meadows. Just for Me and You made a break at the gate on James at Mohawk the other night. She's heading to the Meadows for a race this week also. Sebastian Yu, he's not there yet. Going there soon, maybe, depending on how he does Tuesday, but he's not there yet. Beach Boutique is, though. She's racing this week. Really excited to see how she's going to do. This is a filly that just can't pace 52 right now. So what am I doing with her at Mohawk? She should be in Pennsylvania where she belongs. The classes went 55 and 58 last week that she fits, either of which I think she'll be just fine in. So Beach Boutique is racing this week for Tim. That's all the small barns, although Tim pretty much can have his own barn now. We'll get to the other barns in just a second. Harry, Mario, Kevin, and Jason.